Hello, welcome to my crazy ranting. Basically, as some of you know, or anyone that's watched me for a while knows, that the day I got BFP was 10 DPO and I started spotting that evening, had a bit of a minor freak out. Haven't had anything since until this morning. I have had pink tinge CM. Now, nothing major, no fresh blood, no cramps, nothing scary, but it's still, because I've never had it in a pregnancy like this before. I mean, I had some brown, like quite significant brown and fresh blood spotting with the last surrogate pregnancy, and that was a miscarriage. And this is completely different to that, but of course it's just making me go, oh, freak out a little bit. Yeah, I know it can be perfectly normal, and I think my guys were a little concerned as well. So I love them to bits. Honestly, I love these guys. They have booked a scan for tonight at like 8:40, and at the minute it's, what, 2 o'clock? So, yeah, we're going to go for a scan later, and that will be at the end of this. Hoping it's all going to be all right. We don't expect to see much. I mean, praying we see a sac, obviously. We should be able to see a sac at this stage. There is a chance we won't even see a sac and everything's fine. But, obviously, the dream is to see a sac with a fetal pole in it that's got a flickery heartbeat. That's what we're really hoping for. But, obviously, there is a chance we will just see a sac and we won't be able to see anything in it because it's just too small. I mean, it's apple seed sized. If our dates are right. So we're hoping we will see something. Because obviously if you don't see something, you are going to sort of like freak out a wee bit, or I will. I know I will. I'll be like, oh God, please don't say I'm miscarrying, and I've absorbed the baby and my body hasn't miscarried yet, and I will freak. So that could be funny to watch for other people, but for me, not so great. But yeah, I will update you afterwards. And I'm sort of already sulking because it's all right for you guys, because I'll do like a montage thingy, splice the stuff together. So you'll watch this, and then it will just go into the next one. It'll be like, yeah, we've been for the scan, blah, 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 this is the outcome. So you just know straight away, I'm in real time. I have to sit here for hours and wait. I don't want to do that. I kind of want to go, and now I know. But I don't. I have to wait until basically 9 o'clock tonight, and that is just irritating. I'm half tempted to post this now and make you all wait, but there'll be some of you that don't actually watch it, and I don't know what that was, sorry. I can only apologise for my embarrassing behaviour. But yeah, it seems a bit mean. But then you can all wait with me and suffer in this stupid wait, trying to figure out what's going on. But I won't. I will be nice and I'll stick it all together, and none of you is going to know anything until the answer's already on the end of this. So yay for you. It sucks for me and my IFs and the 3 people I've told, which are my sorrow buddies. Right, I am going to shut up now, and I will see you just after this small transition with the answer to the scan. Or maybe a bit of the scan if they let me film. Okay, bye. Hello, this is actually the day after. Ta-da! Last night, my children are off sick, hence why the small human grabbing me. Sit down, please. Please, no, you're just being a fool. They're all fools, my children. All fools! So, yes, by the time we came back yesterday evening, it was really, really late. Loads of things had gone wrong. It was all just a bit much, so I just went to bed, sorry. So, I'm filming this today. If I knock my own child out, that's, you know, understandable, right? He's horrid. Alice is over on the other sofa, and Edith's on the floor. Please, baby, don't. Please, let me just do this. Please. So basically, in the evening after work, getting on a bit, like 6 o'clock, get a message from David saying that he had clipped the back tyre of his car and taken a chunk up the tyre, which obviously isn't safe to drive, so they're going to have to put the space saver on the side, but you can't go very fast on the space saver because obviously it's a lot smaller, and you can only go so far on it, and you know, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, this isn't good, but it's not the end of the world. So I said, look, just get here, and we'll drive the rest of the way, because it was like an hour away. We'll drive to the clinic, in my car, I'll drive. So they were like, okay, fine. So then they try and go to the A3 to get to where I live. And it was chocker, they couldn't even get on it. So I had to go all the way back, past where they live, further around and come a long way around. So it ended up taking ages, and I thought we were going to be late. I thought we were going to miss the appointment. It's very stressful sitting here just going, well, where are you? How long are you going to be? I was trying to get my car ready, like throw the booster seats in the boot, and everything, getting all stressed out, just thinking we're not going to get there. They're not going to see us when we do get there because it's going to be too late, because we had the last appointment of the day. And I was thinking, well, they usually run a little bit late, so we might get there, but at the start we looked like we're going to be at least half an hour late, and I thought they're not going to stay open. So then I was like freaking out about that and getting like, oh no, it's all just poo. And then so they got here and we got in the car and we tootled down there, and I know most of the way because that's for ducks, baby. Please put it back. I know most of the way because my sister lives down there, so I had no problem driving down there because it's a route I've done before. But as soon as I got to the bit that I didn't know, I was like, I don't like it, because I hate driving to places I don't know. I'm a complete wimp, and I hate driving in the dark, and I particularly hate driving to places I don't know in the dark when it's pouring with rain and really windy, and my car was getting blown, I was getting caught in crosswinds, I was like freaking out a little bit, going, ah, nearly ended up in the other lane. But we got there, and it was all good, except just before we actually got to the clinic, Mario suddenly piped up from the back, oh my God, I was supposed to take out £60 cash. They only take cash here. I haven't got any money. And I was like, oh no, we're going to have to find a cash point. No, we're running late. So I said, right, no offence, we're just going to go there. We're going to say hi, get the directions to a cash point from them. And then he went, got back in my car when we got there. It's exactly what we did. He went to the machine, the local Sainsbury's, got some money out, came back. So we went in for a scan, and she did transabdominally to start with. And I was like, I've got a retroverted uterus. You won't see anything. And boom, there's a little sac. And we were like, oh, okay then. And she's like, and I said, oh my God, is that a yolk sac and a fetal pole? And she's like, yep, but it's not very clear view. What I would do, if you don't mind, would do transvaginal. And I was like, dude, fine. You know, I'm not like going to be excited about dildo cam, but fine. I have to be careful of my wording. I nearly forgot then. Bad mummy. So we did the internal scan, which was great fun, and two gay men were like freaked out by the fact that my lady parts were going to be out, but I had a dress on because I thought it was going to end up being TV, so I wore a dress and I just took my leggings off and everything, very dignified. And there was a little fetal pole with a little heartbeat, and we saw the heartbeat flickering and everything, so I think the dudes are very happy. I felt very much better. That's not even a word, but you know what I mean. I felt a lot better about everything, knowing that there's a little flickery heartbeat, because obviously that's a very good sign. We did measure a bit smaller at 2.5mm, but from what I've read, a lot of people at 5+5 or 5+6, a lot of them had 2.5, which they put down to about 5+2. But I know we're not actually 5+2, because of otherwise I would have got a positive at 6 DPO. And of course, when I was 5 weeks, one day I took the Clear Blue Digital and it said 3+, and otherwise it would have been really, really early, and there's definitely only one in there. So I know our dates are probably right, and it's just measuring small because it's hard to get a decent picture. So when we go back for our next scan, I'm expecting baby to have caught up or even be like 1 day behind. But I don't think it's going to be as far behind as the measurements would indicate at the minute. I think it is just a bit smaller. So I'm trying to think. Still got backache and everything, but I will do a 6-week pregnancy update either tomorrow or the next day, dependent on sick midgets and everything and what they allow me to do. And that bit of hair is still sticking up. Why? Annoying. So that's it, and I will stick the pictures that some of the pictures that we got at the end. So yeah, all is good. Baby's fine. Baby has a heartbeat. Baby doesn't look like baby yet, obviously, but everything seems to be fine for now, and we're just praying that it stays that way. All right, I'll see you in a day or two. Bye.